Good afternoon. It's 20 degrees and cloudy in Kelowna just after 4 p.m. I'm Josh Duncan, and this is what the Kelowna Now newsroom is following today. A pickleball tournament in Vernon over the weekend came to an abrupt and tragic end. The Battle in the Palace mixed doubles event was canceled Saturday after a Kelowna man collapsed on the court during pregame warm-up. Despite receiving immediate medical attention, the 49-year-old sadly passed away. Tournament director Richard Chambers said the pickleball community was saddened by the loss of a wonderful competitor and a family man. He also thanked the first aid attendant and an ICU nurse for jumping into action to try to save the man while first responders rushed to the scene. The victim has not been publicly identified. The Regional District of Central Okanagan has closed the Casorso Road Bridge underpass along the Mission Creek Greenway. The decision comes as the spring runoff picks up after a mini heat wave the last few days, causing the creek's water levels to rise. The RDCO said the underpass will stay closed until the water recedes and asked all pedestrians and cyclists to cross Casorso Road as an alternative route. While that protocol is in place, motorists are urged to keep a close eye out for Greenway users who will be crossing the street while that underpass is blocked off. RDCO staff will continue to monitor water levels along the Greenway and in Scenic Canyon as well. Kelowna Mission MLA Renee Merrifield, the member of the BC United Party, doesn't seem too threatened by the BC Conservatives' recent surge in the polls. Merrifield, who serves as BC United's Shadow Minister for Environment and Technology, said British Columbians have felt comfortable with their party in the past and that will continue into the future. She backed her confidence up with a Wizard of Oz reference, saying that the curtain will be pulled up on the BC Conservatives at some point soon. She also critiqued the Conservatives' work ethic, saying she has debated 20 different bills this session alone, but hasn't heard a single Conservative actually get up and speak to a bill. Recent polls not only have the BC Conservatives well ahead of BC United, but some also predict the Conservatives to be ahead of the NDP as the provincial election looms just 5 months away. The BC Wildfire Service says crews are battling extreme fire behavior in the northeastern part of the province. At the center of it all is the 5,300-hectare Parker Lake wildfire, which is threatening the community of Fort Nelson. Thousands of residents have been ordered to evacuate the Fort Nelson area as the fire burns just 2 kilometers away, with fears that the wind may push it even closer in the hours ahead. Emergency Management Minister Bowen Moss says Highway 97 and 77 north of the community, are closed, and a small number of people who have not yet evacuated are urged to leave immediately. The second annual Kelowna Beer Fest took place at City Park on Saturday, and it sure was a great day for it. Thousands flocked to the park to sample dozens of beers from breweries across BC and even a few from Alberta. The event also had food trucks, music, circus performers, lawn games, and plenty more to keep patrons entertained. And organizers could not have asked for a better day weather-wise, as attendees were treated to sunshine and a high of nearly 32, as Kelowna matched a temperature record for May 11th that was set over 3 decades ago. Next up for Thick as Thieves entertainment is Denim on the Diamond, which will take place over the Labor Day long weekend. And wrapping up in sports, the West Kelowna Warriors have lost an important piece of their coaching staff, but they couldn't be happier about it. Longtime assistant coach Ayrton Nicol has been plucked away from the Warriors to become the head coach of the AJHL's Bonnyville Pontiacs. Team president Chris Laurie said the club is in the business of developing coaches just like the players, and he is proud to see Nicol get a well-deserved head coaching opportunity. Hired in the summer of 2019, Nicol was tasked with overseeing the defense unit and special teams during his time with the Warriors. The 28-year-old no stranger to junior hockey in the Prairies. He played 5 years of WHL hockey in Saskatoon, Brandon, and Swift Current around a decade ago. You can read more about these stories and plenty others over at KelownaNow.com. Thanks, as always, for tuning in to our live news update this afternoon, and have yourself a wonderful evening.